video go.
Kings Hill, and it's a very nice place. I love it up here.
I love Kings Hill because there's loads of fun stuff to do for the kids and adults.
I like Kings Hill because it has good friends and lots of things.
I think Kings Hill is a great place. It's healthy, it's green, there's loads of flowers. Our favourite thing about Kings Hill is it's a really nice place and it's got really nice people. I love Kings Hill because there's David Lloyd's and there's lovely stuff for kids.
You like the swimming, don't you? What else would be fun to have here?
And I really want a, what is it called again? A cinema in Kings Hill and a football stadium.
Did you say a theatre?
Yes.
A theatre.
And I want a swimming pool leisure centre.
I want a swimming pool near Asda so then kids can come along on their own and start playing.
A decent supermarket, not Asda.
Supermarket.
You'd like the supermarket. And it would be really handy if there was a post office, and a petrol station would be even better. Kings Hill needs a garage.
I've been living on Kings Hill for the last 12 years.
For those of us that lived on Kings Hill about 12 years ago, they told us then they were going to build a church, so it's well overdue.
And we desperately need a church building. What would be lovely is to have a building that could be used for all kinds of churches, all different denominations.
I think meeting in the community hall is great for people that want to meet there, but I think we really need a dedicated building. And I think it's great that the diocese is actually taking this issue up.
Most people outside of church communities won't look for notices or websites. They'll look for a building.
I think people here are crying out for church building. I think it'd just be incredible. There's so much that could be done to help people to build community.
And as for a church, yep, I think that would be a great idea too.
I think it would be great for the community. I think it would be another asset for Kings Hill.
Lovely.
And I feel very strongly there should be more community events there.
I think it's a fantastic idea. I think the community of Kings Hill needs some sort of focal point, such as a church.
I come from Westmoreland. We've got 2 churches in Westmoreland. I come from a long line of 3-4 generations of Westmoreland. Kings Hill, I don't think would benefit from a church. I don't think the community there's not enough here in the community for a church.
I think a church up here would be a very good idea. It will bring the communities together. It will be complementing the community centre.
Rather than people going, oh no, I think there's a church that meets somewhere here, or a group of, church group, you can have an actual church that's recognised, that will draw people in, that people will see it as somewhere that they can come at any time, that they're welcome to, rather than trying to figure out where and when it meets.
It's what the people themselves are actually doing and being in the community that's more important than the visible presence of a church building. But certainly from a practical point of view, the church building would be a huge resource.
Why do we want a church in Kings Hill?
Because we can play our music.
We really need our own building, our own church building in Kings Hill.
Especially with all the children as well.
That's right.
They benefit from it as well.
We need space for kids' work, for Sunday school, for stuff in the week, for mums groups, for toddlers groups, for grown-up coffee drop-in.
I think it'd be a good thing for Kings Hill, and I have seen the plan, and my big concern is really the access. So I think that there's concerns already at the community centre with the level of parking and at the preschool, because it's particularly busy.
My reason for not having a church, it would be because Kings Hill will get too busy, and it would be hard for people to get around.
We should have a church on Kings Hill because it's a centre for the community, and it needs to be a place where people can go 7 days a week. A welcoming centre that can also be used for the community as well, around for other activities that can work in partnership with the community centre would be absolutely fantastic.
Everything.
Debt counselling, you name it. We need
marriage guidance.
Marriage guidance. We need a space for that.
If the church involved the OOPs in whichever way, a coffee morning, flower arranging, whatever.
And as our people, we won't have to go so far to go to church.
That's right, yes.
We could do other playing as well. We could do social evenings with the band.
And teaching.
We could do
And teaching, because we want to teach the kids to play as well.
Yeah.
And we've got nowhere to do that at the moment.
As far as the church here in Kings Hill is concerned, I think we do need one. There is a lot of activity in terms of the local community, in terms of ASDAs, in terms of the other Churchill Square development and such forth. And we need something that's cohesive to bring it all together.
Do you think it would be good if they did things for children?
Yeah.
Yeah, singing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it should be for all types of people.
I made one that's pink and it has a disco ball in it. I'd like a church up here because it would be nice to go there every Sunday and learn about God.
There should be like good architecture, so people can just look around, and there should be some like history about Kings Hill and how it's developed through the years.
In my church, I would like a statue of Jesus on like the Quran. That
We would like a statue of Jesus on the cross and loads and seats with a little walkway in between, so then there'll be cushions there.
And I want seats in my church and lots of comfy seats.
I think there should be church in Kings Hill because it'll just help the community build.
My friend at Kings Hill School, he said there's going to be a play area, and I hope there should be. We'd like to
Go there every Saturday, Sunday.
It would be good if we could have a proper church and especially built for just churches.
I want a church in Kings Hill so we can all go to church and learn about God.
Kings Hill just needs that community feeling. I think it would be fantastic to have a church here.
I think it would be very important to have somewhere that's known as a church.
And it'll be a centre for the community, somewhere for the community to look at and say, that's where we go for church.
I really do think Kings Hill should have its own church building, yes.
A church community with a outward focus would be a really great asset to the community here, and would link in with other activities.
I just think it would be very, very good for the whole of Kings Hill.
If it's right here on our doorstep, we're going to be blessed.
That's for sure.
Please could we have a church at Kings Hill, please?
So if you're watching this film and you still haven't done the audit, go on to the website www.kingshillchurch.org or phone us on 077 621 23740 or email us at audit@kingshillchurch.org and give us your views. We'd love to hear from you.
And if you want to come and listen to us, it's 10:30 on a Sunday morning in the community centre.
Yeah, not the church, because
not church, because everyone, yeah.